What's going on, you guys? I'm John Turner, this is Woods Table, and if you like to film your own hunts, if you like to self-film your turkey hunts, you're not going to want to miss this. I used to carry multiple tripods into the woods or into the blind when I was turkey hunting, and I started thinking there has to be a better way, and I've come up with a better way. You're not going to want to miss this. Stay tuned.
Now listen, I know this demonstration looks like an infomercial, but I'm not trying to sell you anything. You know it's true. Tripods are a pain if you're trying to self-film your hunt. Even the adjustable ones can be unwieldy. Some models, a strong gust of wind can blow over. And if you're a run and gun turkey hunter, they take too long to set up. But a monopod like this solves all that. It sets up in seconds. It's got a spike on the bottom so you can adjust it to all angles. It's sharp enough that it can penetrate any soil condition, and you can easily adjust the height based on how far you push it down into the ground. And the best part, it costs next to nothing to make.
All right, I'm losing daylight, so I'm going to do this in a hurry, but that's okay because these things come together very, very quickly. The most important piece of all this is this piece of 1/4-20, 1/4-inch diameter threaded rod, and it's 20 speaks to the threading, and that seems to match what I'm using for my GoPros. And if all you had was that, and screw that into the bottom of your GoPro and stick it in the ground, you're probably good to go. I'm going to run this through a piece of PVC pipe. I'm using 3/4 inch because that's what I have. And that's just going to make it a little bit more substantial, a little bit easier for me to transport. We'll paint that when we're all done. So all that you need, tools and materials are all sitting right here. So what we're going to do is just come with this piece of 2 foot section of this threaded rod, and the dimensions don't matter. You can really make this this PVC, whatever length that you want. As I said, the threaded rod is 2 feet. About 16 inches, I know from having made these before, is what I want in order to leave myself a little bit of overhang at the top where you're going to attach your camera or your GoPro, and at the bottom it's going to leave you, I don't know, close to 8 inches for you to stick it in the ground. So I've marked it, and all you need to do is come in here with a hacksaw or a PVC pipe cutter on your line, cut this off, and this thing is really dull because I've used this thing a lot over the years, but we're just going to cut through that. Discard that excess. Now what we're gonna do, take a drill, and any drill bit that's just slightly larger than a 1/4 inch, again, it doesn't really matter. You're just gonna bore down into each of these end caps, bore a hole all the way through. Do the same thing on the other end. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and run. Let's see, let's put one of these on the bottom. We're going to put our PVC pipe on. Go ahead and stick those two together and put our end cap on the top. From here, we're going to put nuts and washers on. Now I've chosen nyloc nuts and lock washers. I've kind of doubled up here just to make sure that this thing isn't going to rotate when I cinch it down tight. I'm going to pay for this a little bit because using both of those, particularly the nylocs on either end of a round rod, it's going to want to rotate on me. So this is the only part that takes a little bit of time for me to do. So we're going to go ahead and put our washers and nuts on, and I'm just going to use a wrench and a pair of vice grips in order to hold this thing in place as I screw this down. And after this, all that's left is a coat of paint. It's literally that fast. That's essentially it. I left myself just a little bit on the top for me to screw down the camera or the GoPro attachment, and this much on the bottom is what you're gonna stick in the ground and adjust to whatever angle that you want. I can't tell you guys, I got kids playing football in the background, I don't wanna tell them to stop. I can't tell you guys, this started out as an idea, and I wasn't sure if I was solving a real or an imaginary problem, but the more I've used these things in and out of the blind, absolutely love them. You're gonna love it too. Okay, let's throw a coat of paint on this thing. Whatever colors that you want. Grab yourselves a couple of cans of flat and dark colored spray paint. If you want to make it camo, so much the better. We're going to jam this thing down in the yard, put some paint on it, and we're ready to go. And seriously, this took probably less than 5 minutes. That's it for us, you guys. I hope you found this useful and informative, and if you did, you want to see more videos like this, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. You're not going to want to miss them. And let me know in the comments if you want us to do a video about how to build a supersized version of this. Adjustable height, you can use it to self-film in a blind. We'll see you next time, and God bless.